Okay, so right now I am currently waiting to watch the live stream, the Intel live stream, the animation live stream, whatever you want to call it. Hopefully they're going to be showing some Rave of the Redwoods gameplay. Apparently there's going to be just a little showing at the end, but I don't know. I'm not going to grasp onto that hope because honestly, I'm thinking that it's just going to be on the 24th. There's going to be showing gameplay, and there's actually no gameplay being showed today. But I'll say hello to everyone in the chat whilst we're waiting for it to start. It's currently 7 o'clock and it's not starting. I can check in a minute. I've just recorded the entire of my screen because I don't know how to do that yet. So let's see, how's it going, Frozen First? Yes, it has been a while. Like I said, I've been ill over the past 2 weeks and I've only just about been getting back into it. Only just got Infinite Warfare installed on my PlayStation, which is why I did that live stream to test. And now I want to see if they're really going to show us any Rave of the Redwoods gameplay. Let me just see if I can move this mic up. That was really annoying me. Anyway, as I said, how's it going, Frozen? Zach, how's it going, buddy? LV Legacy, IC's VIP. I'm all the time. Yeah, you're always here all the time. Cheers, congratulations on the 10K. What is going on with this? Right. What is exactly going on? Right, we can see all the chat is even starting at all. You back? Welcome back, buddy. Right, let me go to over here. Let me see what exactly they are doing. Let's go. How's it going, Seth? Welcome back to the stream. I'm back as well, buddy. I'm finally back. Let's go to Infinity Ward. How's it going, Blue Vendetta? Let's see what they're doing exactly. Starts in 5 minutes. Okay, well, we're on there and it's not exactly starting. So what's going on? Can you hear me fine? Obviously, you're not going to hear the sound of the gameplay just yet because it's not started. But what's going on? It's 7 o'clock. Give us the goddamn gameplay. You'll be back, alright, buddy. I'll see you in a minute. I'm just going to make that full screen again. Because I'll do what I'm doing on this side of the TV here. I'm only showing just the one monitor. So I've not streamed on PC with OBS in a while, so you'll have to just deal with that. Right, come on, man. What should be Jason Blundell Medieval Castle? Oh man, oh man. Home Alone. What exactly is going on? Right, let's just catch up with the comments on this other video. I always catch up with comments. Right, for some reason, I have got a ton of comments on that video, but none of them are showing, so I'm not ignoring any of yous. It's just glitching out at the moment. It's saying that apparently I've got 0 comments when I can see that a lot of you have commented. I'm guessing we're just have to sit here and chat until I think, yeah. I got a mod on Cheesy stream without even asking. Oh, it's Cheesy stream now. Yeah, well, me and him haven't played as much lately because obviously I've been ill the past 2 weeks. I've been trying to get my new PlayStation sorted out the past day or two. Yeah, we've not been exactly playing games, but we are going to be when Rave of the Redwoods comes out, which is just over a week away. I'm so hyped right now, man. So goddamn hyped. Surprisingly, nobody's called that video clickbait, which is not meant to be. That's why I put well, kinda. It's not meant to be clickbait, yeah? If it is, then I apologise. I dearly apologise. But you will get the people that always say that, but I don't care. Right, Infinity Ward, are you going to start this shit? Right, let me see if I can go to see if all these comments have been taken off. Let's see. Well, that is so strange. How's it going, Gabriel? How's it going, son? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, guys, I don't know what's going on. Apparently, I've got a ton of comments on that video, but it won't actually let me check the comments for some weird reason. They're not in the chat section. I can see one, which is just frozen. That's it. Yeah, exactly. I can't see any other comments as well. That's so strange. Oh, well, man. Right, what are Infinity Ward doing, man? What are they doing? Let's see what Call of Duty are doing. Right, it's not saying anything. Do you know what, right? Even though everyone was calling Infinite Warfare, it was still the most sold game that year. It sold more than Battlefield 1. What the hell? because I'm special. Alright, what is going on? I don't think I can chat here. Apparently you have to be a subscriber. I'll type in chat. Is it started for any views? I mean, I don't know what the hell is going on. Let's see. Is anyone commenting saying it's starting? I'm on the way to the cabin now. You forgot your PSVR? Nice. Has this started? What is going on? It's like 7:05. Okay, it started. The broadcast to get the channel is not intended. Oh, I don't understand why it didn't update.
Supporting the narrative.
Sorry about that, guys.
And the various ways that it happens. We have another clip showing the walk and talk. So what is that all about?
So the walk and talk system was a solution that we needed because we're spending so much time on the bridge. And it's a simple solution in which we layered on 3 different animations that would always track where the player is, so Salter could kind of be more engaged with the player as you're walking.
How's it going, Heno? Buddy, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and be quiet as much as possible because my microphone picks up all the background noise.
Living humans, if you will, in a video game world, and we really wanted to connect with the player in a first-person shooter. And so here's an example of Salter tracking you. This is a proof of concept video we made about a year ago to kind of show off the new technology with the walk and talk system.
So yeah, so no matter where you are, when you're kind of interacting with her in the level, she'll look at you. She'll look at you in a natural way, so she's not like breaking her gait. She's not stopping or anything like that. You know, you can kind of see in this example, you can move wherever you want, and it's still gonna feel like she's connected to you.
And Forrest, I think it's just showing all the
something I definitely noticed that's grown from Call of Duty to Call of Duty to Call of Duty. You see these new systems being brought in. I absolutely pick up on that kind of stuff. I'm sure you guys see even more details.
Just gonna have to sit through the pain.
You know, and someone actually just mentioned in the comments that it just probably takes weeks of work to just make that as smooth as possible and be as flawless for the player. You know, how long do you think it takes to work on a specific scene within the campaign, for example? Is there one scene that was like the hardest?
Well, you know, there's so many different systems. You know, we have Rob here, so we should kind of focus on the AI stuff. So Rob can maybe talk about how long it took to put together a system like the walk and talk or Pain.
Sure, like the walk and talk system, it's about 3 animations. And the way walk and talk works, it's more logic. I want to see the zombies. I don't want to see this. So it's more. It took less than a week to kind of get that up and running. It's kind of more simplified. Whereas Dynamic Pain was over 600 animations and just being really creative about how we go about doing that. So we, when we work on something like that, that took about a month. And that's a pretty fast turnaround time. The AI team did an incredible job pumping out all those animations. And that's about being selective about how do we branch off these animations. If you're shot in the arm and then shot in the leg, how can we make that look realistic? And so there's definitely a lot of sweat equity that's involved. And then you have something working, and then it's like, great, this is working. That last 10% though is the hardest part to really polish that for shippable quality.
Yeah. Some of those systems though, like we had to build robots from the ground up. We had to build the red state animations that we were talking about from the ground up. Those are hundreds, almost thousands of animations. And with the robots, they had to all be hand keyed. You know, we couldn't put somebody in a mocap suit and just capture a robot.
Right.
So those took years, like a year and a half, I think, for the C6 robot.
Wow.
You know, you try something out, it doesn't quite work, so you have to iterate on that. That's the whole concept of animation in video games. It's how fast can you iterate on an idea, and if something doesn't work, because it's all about just catering to that right feel for the final quality.
Well, thank you so much, Rob, for joining us.
Thank you.
And before we swap you out, do you have any advice for any future animators out there?
Yeah, follow your passion. I mean, just really stick with it. Animation is it's a cutthroat industry to get into, but there's always room for talent. And so the more you practice, the more you just practice on those core skills, the higher the chance of being hired is going to really be. play games, play systems, and also keep in mind the technology side. The interactive industry is always changing. It's really important to kind of stay ahead of the curve on that.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Rob.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
So we are going to bring in another person. I know a lot of people in the chat are probably excited. You might have seen some of our Instagram stories. We have our lead animator for weapons, Mark DeRitter, who's going to talk to us about the weapon animations and show us some video as well. So pretty exciting. So I guess, what is the View model team and how does that function here with Infinity Ward?
Right, so I'm lead animator of the View model team. And by View model, we refer to basically the model within your first-person view. So the player character, your arms, your hands, your weapon. Our primary responsibility for my team is animating player weapons and equipment, but we actually handle a number of first-person systems, like getting in and out of vehicles, piloting the Jackal, like for this game, helmet animations, weapon scanning, basically anything that you see the player character do over and over and over again across all 3 game modes. That's our responsibility.
All right, so one of the cool things that we've been seeing a lot of chatter about in the community is the gesture system. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, the gesture system was something we got started very early on in the development. We knew right away, pretty much, that we wanted to have this story of Infinite Warfare, the campaign, basically center around Nick Reyes, who you play. You play the main character of the game, and that's a first for us. It's a first for Infinity Ward, and I think to this extent, it's almost a first for the franchise. So not only do you play the main character, but the character has a voice, and he is a captain. So up until this game, anytime we wanted to do anything with the player character other than shooting, reloading, and throwing a grenade, we had to take the control away from the player. We had to drop their weapon, and we'd lock them into a vignette animation. And we still do that, and it's great. But with the narrative requirements of this game, there's going to be a lot of moments where the story's going on, no combat, and we didn't want to be a fly on the wall. We wanted to be engaged. We wanted to be talking, emoting, acting, reacting to the environment. And so what the gesture system does for us, without getting too technical, is it allows us to play gesture animation on top of whatever weapon we're holding in our hand. We can keep the gun on screen. We can keep control in the player's hands. And we can bring the player character to life in a way we've never done before.
Through a stage of just accepting
so as you saw in the video here, I don't know if we can hear the video, but he's actually talking to the people using his hands. We don't do that too much. We don't want to overact or overemphasize, but when the moment called for it, we had that available to us to use the hands as like an instrument to amplify the emotion going on within the character that you were portraying.
Yeah, we wanted to make sure that like this voice that you just hear coming from basically nowhere had a connection and a visual representation in the game. This was the first time that we had a player voice for an Infinity Ward game. So we wanted to do it in a way that players knew where that voice was coming from, that voice was them. So it was really important in these critical moments that if the Reyes character was saying something, then we had an animation that tied to what he was saying. Also express some of the emotion that we wanted to get out of him. So Mark's team really put a lot of effort into making that happen, and I think it really brings some of the scenes together and really completes them.
Yeah, the gesture system's awesome. I mean, and I think that it's super successful. And for you guys, did it lead into any other new functionality or mechanics that are new to Infinite Warfare?
Totally. So since we got started on it early in the development, it was like a tool in our tool chest now to utilize when it came to solving problems or coming up with new ideas, new mechanics and whatnot, and it became really the backbone. So I have like 3 examples of areas where that came in handy. The first being a new mechanic for single player called Door Peek. And I don't think a lot of people maybe not notice this, but early on in the development of our game, playing the rough levels, we realized there's a lot of doors in this game. Not only are there civilian doors, but you've got these big bulkheads. You've got airlocks, which have 2 doors to go through. And up until this game, if we wanted, the only tool we had available to us was to do these vignettes. Gun goes away, control goes away, you go through the door. It's fine, but after a while it gets repetitive. And so we thought, why don't we marry the gesture system along with this vignette? and we can have the gun stay on screen as you go through the door. So you can see we open the door, the hand stays on.
But that's a bit
guns
good.
on screen,
That like red dot sight they're using there.
You can peek slowly using movable cover and take out the enemies like we're doing here.
Cut that out and put the little
you
shitty red
could
dot
kick
sight
the door down
got
like
in.
Rambo if you wanted to.
You just come by to say
or
hi.
you can throw
How's it going,
equipment
buddy?
in, like a flashbang or grenade, and then let that do its
I'll
job
turn
and
my
come in
mic
and clean up.
like even more.
But the idea behind this was, you know, in previous games when you were sort of a voiceless grunt following Price or Hesh or Sandman, you got to see them do all the badass stuff.
I don't want to be too loud, just in case.
And now that you're the captain,
you
should be doing the badass stuff. And so we wanted these moments, you know, to you to feel like you are that Price character. You are the one making the decisions going through,
well,
and engaging the next room, and making the decision tactically.
Don't worry, mate.
How you'd want to do that.
And some of this actually
Welcome
came
back,
from consulting with our military experts. You know, they would talk to us a lot about how they pie a door, and basically this is pieing a door. It's breaking down all the angles very slowly,
isn't what pieing means in the
cautiously
in the real world. Pieing does not mean that.
So it's kind of neat that, like, you know,
yes, you could double your sound. Double it. Is that how low it is?
We were then able to,
Jesus Christ,
you know, take what they told us and put it into a game mechanic.
Yeah.
How's it going, Dexter?
Really, I think it's one of my favorite things.
All right, my mic is like all the way to the top now, and the gameplay is literally all the way down, so we should be good. Let me see if my mic can be closer to me. Wait there, guys.
They literally called him, I think, the door bitch, you know, and we used that line in the game. And Selter calls.
All right, there we go. Now the mic's a little bit closer to my face as well.
You mean so we just don't open every door with C4 anymore?
Be loud, no one gives a shit. Yeah, no one cares about it until zombies.
Yeah, right. So you had mentioned something.
I love how instead of working on making an actual good game, they're jerking themselves off about the gesture system.
Tell me more about that.
That's so true. So goddamn true.
Again, early on in development,
oh my god,
having some success with the door, starting with door, but with the gesture system, and the MP designer saw what we were doing. And they asked, "Hey, can you do gestures while you know?"
Oh god, Forrest, yeah, I remember that. He's got me to change it to DLC 5 confirmed, and people start thinking, "Oh my god, that was brilliant." No, they've not shown zombies yet. I think we're on the campaign side of it, and then they're gonna be showing zombies. I don't know. I don't know how long this stream's on for.
And so the request was, try and use your left hand. Keep the weapon on screen so you can fire it and throw the equipment and cook the equipment. Like I said, up until this point, you know, in Call of Duty.
Yeah, exactly, Zach. Just screw the gestures. We just want the zombies. They know that about 90% of people have come here, or even more than that, have come here just for the zombies. We don't care about this.
But you're left vulnerable.
How's it going, Predator? It's going good, buddy.
It's
nice to be back streaming again after being ill for so long.
We wanted the players to have some defenses when deploying equipment. And so we gave it a shot, and as you saw, it turned out pretty well. So you can see he's cooking it, and the nice thing is you can actually look at the equipment that you have in your hand while you're cooking it too, and fire while you're throwing it. And I think it feels.
No one cares about what they say until the trailer, but if you don't shut your flapjacks when it comes out, I'll have to drop you.
That's awesome.
Okay, I'll mute my microphone. If they show anything like that, I will mute my microphone because I'm gonna want to enjoy it for myself.
So something we're seeing a lot.
I don't know what this is. They just explained about the new gestures.
How does the system tie into taunts?
When I hit 100 million subs, it'll
at the end of the production cycle, we're having all this fun with gestures.
Oh my god, let's just get to 1 million first, okay?
What can we do? Can we use
Dude, the quality on this stream is just so bad.
Creativity into multiplayer. Let the players kind of have fun. And so we created up to 50 or so gestures that using the gesture system, and we had a blast. As animators, this is just so much fun for us.
What about if we go to source?
We did everything from
does that improve the quality?
More fun like you're seeing here.
I've just dropped my freaking headset.
And the real joy for us is to see the video watching. These are clips I found online of people using the gesture system in a very creative way.
I apologize about that.
These clips here in particular, I should give a shout out to a YouTuber named DL5 or DL5.
What they talk about? I think they talk about all the new gesture system that they put in. System, that's a tongue twister there. Yeah, exactly. No one cares about the animations.
You see, most of people, they do that in the countdown, or they'll do it for a kill cam, or the badge of honor is the final kill cam, and to leave a little mark on that. But here he is trolling campers, and it's hilarious.
Yeah, it's so awesome because this is a way that you as a player can finally express yourself, you know, beyond the traditional teabagging.
Did he really just sprint, this is a cool play an animation and no scope? Mike, you keep buying new PlayStations because that's the easiest way past it, buddy. Honestly, it's the easiest way past it. I feel like the stream quality's got a little bit better as well now.
We're gonna get out to the community.
My favorite is Prosper.
Prosper?
I'm a Star Trek fan, so that's my favorite one to use all the time. So, and there's
Mike, am I the only one that uploads? Yeah, I know. I've seen a lot of people no one's uploading videos lately. I'm like, why? Zombies isn't dead. I still love it as much as ever. That's why I started that news in under 60 seconds. Fair enough, it's a 60-second video a day. But it's only covering one story in a funny way in 60 seconds. And some of the times I want to try and be as funny as possible, but I think YouTube has a load of rules about what I can say on there. So maybe the odd one joke with the odd one swear word, that can be in it. But I don't think I can continuously do it. We only love the teabag. Exactly, we only love the teabag.
But literally, it's keeping track, I think, or something.
They need to make a new one called the Coffee Pack.
Tells you won or lost.
Yeah, I mean, I
just made that one up. That was really bad. Ignore that. Wipe that. That never happened.
I knew that even text would pop up.
The freaking coffee sack.
It was 3, 2, 1, shoot, and I was like, oh man, that's awesome. So, and I don't think we've had anybody in the community point this out.
The tea bag's just one singular ball.
Apologize if there was,
the coffee sack's both the balls.
Specifically
that's what they should do.
Out, so.
I don't think so either. It's got to happen across someone who actually has it as well as you. And
right.
There's an animation that puts your hand over your face. I've not seen that one yet. That's pretty cool.
It's kind of fun.
So I guess for you, do you have any advice for any upcoming animators or anything like that?
Sure.
Give me a ton. Oh my god. Do you know what, right? If they brought out a ton of
any animation
pulling out their nutsack, man, that's it. Best COD ever.
And
you should go back and play every zombies map and do the Easter egg. Zach, I was actually thinking about doing that tomorrow. Like on Black Ops 3, but obviously I've just installed Black Ops 3 today. Now I need to install all the DLC map packs because I did have to buy a new PlayStation yesterday. I don't know what the hell happened. I've never seen that before. The split screen. Like everything I did on my PlayStation was split screen. I was like, what the fuck is going on? But I didn't have a clue what was going on with it. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, Infinite Gestures 12. Exactly, buddy.
My mentor was working on Ghostbusters, which I'm a huge Ghostbusters fan. I kind of stalked him. I said, if you ever need help, please.
How much subs do I get a day? I'm averaging around 10 to 15 new subs a day. I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot, but to a small channel like me, 10 to 15 subscribers daily is a lot.
Out here to LA.
Very
so that's
cool.
my advice.
Very, very
I mean,
cool.
you can tell
well,
the subs are coming in because I'm pulling off 40 views now. So
transition over and
600 plus new gestures. But guess what? There's supply drops.
She is going to be talking to us about motion capture, PCAP, and how that ties into to animation. Something that I think is just extremely fascinating, and we also have some other really cool videos to share with you.
You know that.
So
6-on-6 rock paper scissors.
Sounds
amazing.
So welcome, Christina. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, thank
God,
you.
they swapped out fast.
What is your title and what do you do?
I swear they just stood next to the couch. Is it my turn yet?
Motion capture
and then they go,
lead,
oh, it's my turn.
Me and my team, we work together to both do all the capturing and post-processing of the motion capture in our game.
So what is motion capture?
Yeah, exactly.
So
There's new people in the chat, new people that subscribe recently. It's always nice to see some new faces in the streams.
What we're talking
you guys know I use the stream every single day, but I've just been really sick over the past 2 or 3 weeks.
Animation processes here. We bring an actor to our stage. We mark them up with a bunch of markers, and then we have them
out for her own mate.
Different motions, and then those motions end up in the game.
Very cool.
So, so this is a good example. This is just what our stage looks like.
Yeah, Jack, that's exactly what my channel started off at. And then Printer,
started for the day.
yeah, it's coming out on PS4
so we take
first.
through a series of simple
Mike, why aren't you there in the line?
In order
not stood in the line like, is it my turn?
When we retarget all the data to a character,
that should be in that line,
pretty
shouldn't
much like what the person was doing in real life.
Right.
Flaps up,
and then
Josephine.
when we're finished with
that's
the
a
data on
one.
our end, we hand it off to animators,
I'll add that
and
one
then
to
they
my,
take it and implement it to do whatever they need to do with it.
So you showed this. We just saw the stage, and you guys are seeing it here. What is special about this?
That video is smashing views, guys. Nearly reaching 100 views already.
Custom built for our project.
Nice.
Once we came over to working on this new game, what we needed to do was have a stage that would be able to do a lot of performance capture because we knew there was going to be a lot of storytelling.
I don't know what to say about that, Forrest.
And we wanted to make sure that
we could
do a lot of performance capture on this stage. So we had to build our own sound stage, essentially.
Yeah,
so
Kylie, sorry, but like I said, for the past 2 or 3 weeks, I've been really sick, so I've not even been streaming. I've been saying to myself, okay, we're gonna stream today. I'd like get out of bed, I'd make a video, and then I'd be like, oh, I feel too shit. I need to get back into bed and recover. And then today, I finally been able to get out, get all the stuff done, have a shower, get freshened up, and get ready to stream. How's it going, Spencer? Welcome to the stream, buddy.
Being able to do performance capture, which is where you have the actor come in and he's you're recording the audio, the dialogue at the same time that you're also recording facial animation.
I'll try and add that new subscriber thing in now.
You
go to
connected
Streamlabs.
Performance. You know, you get the
just whilst that's happening. I've got 2 screens, so it's all right.
That the actor is giving you, and that goes directly into the game.
Log in.
You know, it was super important in order to be able to tell the narrative story that we wanted to tell, that we have this kind of fidelity of performance capture.
So what are we taking a look at here?
So this is actually a sample of even more simple motion capture. This is a day when we were just doing the motion capture by itself.
Wait, everyone got panic. Mike is where's the webcam?
No audio,
the webcam's not on yet, guys.
But what we
I might feel better, but I definitely don't look it.
Is a really amazing stunt, a really cool fight, and so this goes into the game, and you see.
Is this how they record the campaign?
You would be sitting next to one of these characters in this shot, so you can see.
Yeah, I just want to
really
see zombies.
Looks like a real
let me see if I can add this to
just
my
the way they would
stream.
Shoot a fight scene in a movie. These stunt guys came in and they do a bunch of rehearsing and they work out the best way to do a really good fight scene shot.
The screen's gonna be right in the middle for now. I'm gonna make it smaller. Don't worry.
Capture for it.
So we also talk about.
I'm gonna get rid of this green screen as well. Don't worry, guys. I've just got to add a filter onto it.
The performance capture takes that element of motion capture, but then adds on the facial capture and also recording the audio at the same time. So we're getting the lines, the face, and the body. So it's essentially like making a film.
And I think one thing that
just get rid of this green screen now, guys. Don't worry.
Players of the game to understand is they're acting, you know, with no set. They don't have that feeling around them that they're on the Retribution or anything. It's all you know.
So close
props
that. Now I've got just
booth.
one more thing. I need to
play into actually the capture altogether.
Really do this before
Is that
stream
something
starts.
that's difficult for some of the actors to adapt to? Is it easy? How do you guys go about
color correction.
It's really cool.
Do you know what
we do
I'm gonna
in preparation for our shoots is we work with the
I'm gonna put it behind just for now
team to figure out
just so it's not
where
the way you guys
in the space we want the shot to take place, and then we build exactly what the actor's going to need to interact with in order to make that shot.
Yeah,
work.
no, I'll put it back on now, buddy.
At a desk, we'll put the desk in just the
chroma
right
key
place.
that I need.
We'll tell the actor, okay, you come in here, you do your motion here, you come touch the desk here, you have your gun over there. Like, we just build exactly what we need to on set for the actor to interact with. And then we also have real-time, we call it real-time image of what the character is doing.
Now, hopefully this
within representation of the set, playing in some software.
Right, the window captures up there. Now, when someone subscribes, someone new subscribes, then hopefully it pops up. I've just tried fixing that on the spot, which I've never really done before.
Out there to say this is a desk you walk by, but they can look at the software and say, okay, I see these boxes represent my desk,
right?
And I can see this door is over here based on like how they're looking at what's playing in the software.
They're basically like little kids playing pretend, you know, like that's what it boils down to. Actors, I mean, this is what they do.
Yeah.
They have to kind of
there you go. All back to normal.
Use their imagination to
Let's get watching this again.
In a space that they're not really in, you know. And we had a great set of actors working on this game. They did an awesome job, and we just had a blast all working together. You know, it was like going out there and like, I don't know, they just have fun.
Yeah, I mean, I was able to go over to the studio a couple times when Jamie and Brian were there, and just seeing the camaraderie between those two was amazing. And then even some of the little, you know, factoids of Jamie always having snacks, and so that was always there, even on the set. You know, things like that. It was really, really cool. And so when we talk about, you know, the various elements that go in for the actor in terms of the facial,
what a name,
the suit itself.
I'm mad. Red,
how long does this process actually take for some of the scenes, or an average day, and how much preparation goes into getting the actors ready for what they need to be doing?
So generally at the top of the day, depending on how many actors we have, it usually takes about an hour to get everybody into their cool little mocap suit, and then we put them into the facial.
How's it going, Rustin?
Rig,
is that you
like
by any chance, Forrest? Rustin, Forrest.
Then our
how's it
facial
going,
team
buddy?
will
If you're
adjust
someone
the
new,
camera
welcome to the
until
channel.
that looks right, and then the audio team will make sure that they have all the sound dialed in that they need. So that all that takes about an hour at the beginning of the day to get ready. And then usually, like, we do really look at it like making a film or a TV show. So we have our script and we have our like number of scenes. It's our goal for the day. And we usually would shoot between 6 or 7
Yeah, apparently they're going to be showing some zombies in this.
Which is pretty fast for a film set.
Hopefully.
But we have the luxury of not having a lot of setups.
Pablo, I actually don't know if there is a pre-download for thing.
Like we just basically need a physical set there.
They haven't told us yet.
Show the actors what they need to do with their physical set, and then it's just playtime, and then they're just ready to go.
So you mentioned, how this is somewhat comparable or different to television.
How's it going, the what are we talking about? Literally, I'm not talking about anything. I'm just talking random to you guys, just so we can get past the boring stuff. But apparently, they're going to be showing some zombies gameplay. So,
nominated us for,
anything zombies, I'm going to watch.
I believe it's best.
I'm going to watch anything to do with zombies. I love the thing.
A real-time game or series. So it's cool.
One thing for everyone that's watching now.
The dragons in Game of Thrones.
Should I buy Resident Evil Biohazard? And should I start live streaming it on the 24th?
Film and television.
I just feel like I need to play a horror game.
David Harewood's performance and the.
I'm late. How long are they going to be streaming for? I don't actually know how long they're going to be streaming for. They haven't said, so I guess we'll just find out when the stream ends.
That we can compete with film and television for things like that kind of award.
That's pretty cool because for me playing through the campaign and the fans, you're pulled into it. You have feelings towards it. So to see it be compared to things in television, it's phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying before,
we just cut this into the zombies part. Well, I'm recording my PC, aren't I? So we're gonna have to watch it.
The process.
What Mike does any spare time? Zombie porn.
How
the fuck
we spent a ton of time on this.
My favorite thing is having a good. Okay, I'm not going to repeat that.
Scan them. We scan them doing all kinds of different.
Buy a PSVR. I'm not got the money to buy a VR, mate.
We use that to create a really complex facial animation rig, and then we spend a lot of time with the performance capture, and then it takes a ton of time to process all that data and put it all together. I mean, that amount of effort that we put into making the characters look real is it's incredible. But to see it all come together,
no one cares.
It's
great. Like, it's such a cool feeling.
It's really cool.
So here, I mean, obviously we can see the facial capture.
So this is the facial capture element. So this is basically whenever we're doing performance capture, this
come out
is
in
what
10
we're
days
all the
for
actors.
pre-download.
Dude,
the actual thing comes out in 10 days. The actual map
data
comes out in 10
recorded.
days.
And those little white dots help in the post-production process to
it's like a Black Panther. That's exactly what we got.
Expressions to be as much as
my dad got 60K, so he did.
Stage.
Oh my god!
And then this is the final result here, so you can
see.
Jamie was also in this shot, so Salter is there, and then Omar comes in.
Cost us some good men. Didn't have to happen. Not like that.
It's just that looks just like him, right? It turned out really great.
So when it comes to after you've filmed all of this, what is the post-production like?
Right. So it's pretty simple. We just take the marker data, me and my team, we just take the marker data, clean it up, then we retarget it to just basically a skeleton inside the software, and then we give that version over to animation. And so then they take that and then they decide what they want to do with it. If we have a big scene with 8 people, then that means animation is getting 8 pieces just from me of just body data. And then if there's like any facial data, that's 8 more pieces of facial data that they're getting. And then they're working on that within the animation team. They clean up the facial data. And then they also have an audio element to put in. So at least one, sometimes more than one audio element they have to put in. So they're essentially taking all these elements that we captured together,
we don't care about this,
making them all work together.
I'm gonna sit here and watch and enjoy it anyway.
Post,
but honestly,
just putting them all together is
I just
a lot
want
of work.
some fucking zombies, man.
And
then too much to ask for.
Going from there, then it will be like, so today I had 5 scenes to do. So it's just
you want a cookie? You'll be back. Okay, but I'll see you soon.
So how did you
get
into
that cookie?
Motion capture?
How's it going, JD?
Okay,
welcome
so
to the stream,
I went
buddy.
to film school back in Wisconsin, and then I moved to Los Angeles, and I was just trying to get work in the industry, working on TV shows or movies. And at that time, motion capture was a brand new industry. Nobody had any idea of the potential of it or and people weren't using it that much. Like they were just starting to use it in film and TV and in video games. So I actually got hired on at a company that just needed some entry-level people to work on processing data at a service studio. So I got to work on all kinds of different projects. Video games, TV shows, movies, and all that stuff.
Then we should just talk. No, because like times now when I'm going silent, there's not always going to be a chat going backwards and forwards. So
to have your job one day.
We'll listen to it. We'll enjoy it.
I think
we'll see what it's got to give us.
The coolest thing about
it's some pretty interesting stuff, but honestly, all we care about is the zombies, and we all know that.
And then don't be afraid to try something new, because one of the things about our generation and all the generations after us is that technology is constantly changing, and what you want to do now might not be the thing you end up doing in 4 years. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, because you might find something that
we don't give a F about film school. Exactly. We don't care about film school.
Your favorite thing ever. So you just, like, the best thing is just not be afraid of learning new things and trying new things and moving somewhere else, and just like giving yourself a chance
I know.
to
30 minutes we've been live and it's all about campaign. We want zombies.
To try out new jobs and to look into all different careers. I think that's really the best thing you can do.
Well, thank you. And Jason, do you have anything that you want to, any advice out there?
It's pretty simple. If animation is your passion, follow your passion. I think Rob and Mark and Christina have all given great advice.
Please do not say it's over. Do not say it's over.
And, take the time to learn how to do what you want to do. And then, just go for it. Like, send out reels to everywhere that you can,
Yeah, Beast Coast, I'm hoping the zombies.
When I started
Come on, there's no way it's just campaign and that's
30 different animation reels. I only got one company to bite. But then once you're in, just learn as much as you can.
But remember, guys, we've got that actual zombies live stream on the 24th. It's all about Rave in the Redwoods.
Thank you guys both for joining me.
Sure.
Thank you. And so we are now going to bring in another set of folks.
Oh, here we go.
Zach Volker and Dustin Kimmick. They're going to be talking to us about some more single-player animation and what they do here at Infinity Ward. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them into the chat. We can get some questions answered for you guys while we have the team here.
Hashtag pray for zombies in the chat. Yeah, pretty much. We got more single player. No.
So go ahead and introduce yourselves and tell us what you do here.
My name is Dustin Kimmick. I'm a senior animator at, obviously, Infinity Ward.
Yeah, I'm Zach Volker. I am the single player animation lead.
So we've been showing some clips throughout the live stream, and I believe you guys have some clips to share with us as well.
Oh, come on.
So what is something in the process that has just been out of Infinite Warfare been your favorite? What is there any scene or any specific moment that you just kind of hold near and dear?
Well, I guess there's a few. There's a big scene in the beginning of the game where you're launched out of the ship in these moon buggies, and you go through this whole crazy thing. That was a lot of fun. The scene we're going to show today was pretty good too. That's like towards the end of the game.
Welcome back, but they've got more single player showing
I just like doing big, crazy, set pieces.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, for me, I think about, it's a very small thing. It's in the moon mission, and when you break the glass, and the enemies get sucked out.
Yeah, Spencer, this is actual torture. Do you know what, right? I'm going to mute my mic. I'm going in the bathroom. I'm taking a piss.
Right, so
I'm going to have at least 30 seconds away from this pain. And I'll be right back, guys. Enjoy.
What is the process for your team? I mean, you have you were with mocap and all of that. What does the typical day look like for you guys?
Well, it's a combination of meetings and animation, and then we have meetings to show the final animation and iteration. So it's really work and then show and then tweak and rinse and repeat until we get to a place where we think, okay, you know what, that's good enough. We're going to leave that there. We think that's in a great spot, and we're going to come back to it later if we think it needs any updates or if we have time to do any more final polish.
So this video might be an example of that. What are we looking at here?
So this is like the earliest blocking of this scene in Heist where you get knocked down, you slide over here, and then one of your allies helps you up. And this was like after the first conversation with the designers what the scene would be, so I just put this together as quickly as possible to sort of see if this was going to work. And like in the original version, there was this ship here and then the Ret was going to come in and like shoot it with this like giant beam weapon or something. And so that's what this blocking was.
Yeah, so we thought we'd step through what it looks like to work on a
all right, guys, I'm back. I'm back.
Player. And so here we have a blocking pass. The idea was that you're on a ship or towards the end.
Exactly, Torchy. They do need to improve the story play. They're talking about it so much, but they still need to fucking improve it, yeah.
You slide off.
Yeah, JD, cover your eyes a little bit. Yeah, we've got to all cover our eyes right now, guys. It burns! It fucking burns!
Our retribution, the good guys come along.
Irish, really, my daddy's Irish, my mum's English, and I'm Scottish. Wait, what?
But in true video game fashion, things changed.
Right.
And so this is pretty typical. We work towards building something, and then it doesn't always work out the way we think it will. Story changes, designs change, and so we had to.
Yeah. So here you see, like, with.
I've got another upload coming tonight, by the way, guys. Just thought I'd let you know. There will be another video being uploaded just after the stream's done. So that's 3 uploads today. 3 uploads. I feel well good about that.
We had the other guy who grabs him, and then
you've only just got the notification for the upload. Jesus Christ!
I think we have another video of like the really rough
assembly. You know what? It
depresses
depresses me so much that I'm gonna have to try and vape.
Put them together. Made the timing kind of work, and then kept it really rough, and that's what this is. You can see it's very rough, and and there's Salter helps you up, and then you would get control again, and then but then
well, actually in this piece one of the things that we did end up changing is here we had Salter rescuing you, and I think we had Brooks or Cash going over the edge, and Ethan rescuing him. So as you slid down,
it's the last smoke
right here, boom, you would say, "Oh, here it comes! It's going to shoot us," and then you get saved, and you would look and see Ethan doing the same thing that is about to happen to you.
Yep.
So then Salt came and helped
cheers
us
to
up
Irish.
And says, "Here we
Obviously,
go.
today it's not the most interesting stream ever."
And then, basically,
did you give them on the myth busting? I didn't. No, I changed it to randomly Mondays from now on because people were always saying stop commenting other people, like stop copying other people. But do you know what I've decided? Just screw what they say. When Rave and the Redwoods comes out, I'm gonna begin myth busting all over again because I enjoy myth busting. So why should I stop it? Just because Codename Pizza does it? Why should I stop it? Because they do it.
We also changed the person.
You've gained 4 subs from sitting here talking to us. I just got that magic inside me.
Keep it a little simpler. And we remove the other characters falling off of the edge, and then this is the next sort of starting over rough blocking that we did. And
there you go, man.
Yeah, and then
that's you singing for the day.
So you can see like.
Nope.
We shot.
They haven't talked about zombies yet, unfortunately.
And there's a lot of just hand keyed animation.
I'm gonna vape again because I'm in such a bad mood about this.
And then, basically, this is ultimately the version that we went with. There were a couple more changes that we sort of did along the way, but nothing really big changed after this.
Yeah. Vape Nation, man. Vape Nation.
The part that I think is one of the most fun.
I'm having fun just sitting down here talking to you guys whilst all this boring shit in the background's going on.
You got to be able to think on your feet.
Is there any comments on my video? I'll reply to some of them.
The opportunity to sit and think, okay, this isn't working.
Right.
How do we bring it to the next level? What can we do? There's story changes, there's narrative changes, there's design changes that require a change in the scene. How can we take what we have and try to push it in that direction? And
the comments to that showing there is something really wrong.
One of the
and you just
challenges that we
met. Don't say that. Do not say that. My singing is beautiful.
Fun.
Dude, just don't say that. Don't even go there.
What it looks like in the game.
What flavor is the vape? It's called Milkman.
Grabs you.
Who's the company now? It's like One Vape Supply. Let me see.
And then you have to
one hit wonder e-liquid. It's called the Milkman.
And then
it's like strawberries and cream. It's the it's like a strawberry milkshake. It's the nicest thing ever.
Things here. So this whole run is all hand animated all the way through for all of your allies of just their various
I've never even played the campaign yet. I might have to try and play it now. It looks kind of good.
Yeah. And
are you going 24 hours? Irish, you know me. Is that a serious question? Am I going to do 24 hours when this map releases? I think we all know the answer to that.
In the first pass, we had
I will definitely be doing it.
Getting up at the same time. But in gameplay, that slowed the scene down significantly. You would get up, and all of your friendlies are starting to get up, and you're really not sure where to go, and so you have to wait for them to start leading you forward to figure out where to go. And so we realized, wow, that's really slowing everything down. So by taking the 2 characters out of the initial scene, and as you're getting out, seeing them already boost and move in the direction you need to go, it keeps the pace moving and doesn't drag the gameplay down. So we're also, as animators, not only thinking about what does the scene look like from a coolness perspective,
I have more like the desserts, like
play out better?
I've got
a something that we can change.
It's called the Muffin Man, which is like muffins, like cake. I don't know what Americans call cake, but it's like an apple cake with cinnamon.
We work pretty closely with design to make sure that it feels good. Because like generally,
I swear if they show no zombies, that's it, mate.
Like this,
I'm getting the blade out to my wrists. Well, joking.
No one will ever see it.
They better show zombies, man.
So you
fucking hell.
like, you got to keep it moving. You got to make sure that like, the pace of the gameplay feels like the pace of the scene. You know what I mean? So you're not like, oh, I'm playing the game. Oh, now I'm waiting. So we try to, avoid that as much as we can.
Well, we're getting a lot of really awesome comments in our chat saying how much they love the campaign.
Awesome.
So I guess a question for both of you is
sure.
how did you get into your role?
Let's see if they're lying about that.
What's your background for maybe those who are looking to follow suit?
Why don't you start it off?
Sure. I mean, I've wanted to be an animator forever, since I was like, as soon as I knew I could have a job as an animator,
no one's saying they like it.
Stupid Flash animation.
Rave in the Redwoods.
Putting him on new grounds.
Welcome back, Yanyo.
Yeah. So, and and I just animated.
They just lied to us. Nobody's talking about how good
and I love video
campaign
games.
is.
And
They've been lying to us.
Game cinematics always seemed like
exactly. Alex, I see that before you retracted it, but yes, we do at Rave in the Redwoods.
Diablo 2, I was like, this is the greatest thing ever.
When they don't show zombies, so you just start vape. Exactly. When you, Joe, I should have put my camera on so you just could have memed the fuck out of that. When they don't show zombies, so you just start vaping.
Well, for me, I kind of similar. I've always wanted to be an animator. Drawing since kindergarten.
That says like top 5s, but you ask people to comment on Twitter and YouTube and add
Toy Story came out.
Yeah, no, that's what I wanted to do.
What I want to do.
Vape Nation, 420 Blaze, MLG 360, No Scope 69, Kermit the Frog.
Eventually quit because I didn't want to be drowned in student loans.
Sounds about right.
And I was able to get a job. Actually, my first job was at Treyarch, working on Minority Report. So that was a while ago.
He used to work for Treyarch.
Around to different studios.
He came to the dark side.
Doing some film stuff.
Revelation, yes, I did see you in the comments, buddy. Jesus Christ, guys. I'm going to check my live subscriber count. We're nearly at 10.1k. Let's see. Live count.
As an animator for a few years, and then got promoted to lead, and been helping out the SP department since then.
Very, very cool. Well, thank you both for joining me today and sharing all of
Good, now bring zombies in.
These videos with us. I know I am completely envy everything that you guys do. So thank you so much for all the work you've put into the game.
Right, and we're 6 subs away from 10.1k, so if you haven't subscribed already, then come on. Go and hit that subscribe button. Let's see if we can get 10.1k subs in the next 60 seconds. It's 6 subs away, guys. I'm pretty sure we can get to 10.1k. Breton, what setup do I have? It's a big setup. If you guys want to know what setup I use, I can do like a video just purposely showing all my setup because I've got stuff like triple monitors and lights and stuff like that.
We sent men beyond our atmosphere.
Wait, whoa. Is that it?
Space gave way to an insurgency. We will break that.
No, please, no. Please, no. Please, no.
So who has the con, Gator?
I believe you do, sir.
Salt, you with me?
Always. Captain's place is on the bridge.
I think all the people that are viewing right now, I think they're just solely from my channel.
If you don't make that kind of choice,
I don't think there's any new people. If you're new, they'll subscribe.
I'm the pilot of this ship. It's my job to make sure that we get. I gave you a direct order.
Okay, so it looks like no zombies. They can't just do that to us, man.
You lack what it takes to win this war.
That sucks donkey dick.
Get Modern Warfare remastered in select editions.
Shut up, man. We don't care. No! 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 Why? Why? Why must he do that to us? God damn it. It looks like we're not actually going to be having any zombie stuff today, but let's see, what day is it? In 4 days, they're going to be showing on Tuesday. Then what is it? Let's see. What's he saying? Let's see. On Tuesday, zombies live stream from 11, same time. On Tuesday, don't worry guys, I won't be as loud as I am tonight. The other reason that I've been constantly talking and constantly loud is because it's been a really boring stream. A really stream that's been like dragging on, and I've not liked it. I've not liked it one bit. God damn it, man. Oh. Well, I'm guessing that's going to end the goddamn stream today. I mean, if you are new around here, then drop a sub quickly. Let's see if we can get me to 10.1k subs by the end of tonight. I'm pretty sure we will hit that. But I'm sorry that I couldn't bring you anything else better than shitty gameplay of campaign. I do apologise about that, guys, but cheers for hanging. Cheers for sticking around with the pain. At least I didn't have to deal with the pain on my own. I'm going to have one last vape for the bad luck, and I'll see you all next week. By the way, I didn't mean next week. I meant in about fucking 5 minutes. Look out for a video, guys. It's going to be available in about 5-10 minutes. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.